Hi, Cancer. This reading is going to be for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements, or any other major placement in your birth chart that you're working with right now. And if you're not a Cancer, but this video started automatically playing for you, trust that there's a message in here for you. As with all psychic readings, channeled messages, tarot readings, only take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay. What does Cancer need to know right now? What does Cancer need to know? Messages for Cancer? Or anybody watching this video? A need to reroute, a need to ground. I need to connect. I need to release, with death in reverse here on the bottom of the deck. There is something that you're unconsciously holding on to that is actually keeping you untethered. Okay. Did I put that card back? Well, it came out again. Death in reverse came out again. I don't know if I put it back or not. Justice in reverse, Eight of Wands in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse, Death in reverse. Interesting. Yeah, disconnect from your intuition. A disconnect, a block from creating movement and transition. A block on your divine justice that you deserve. Tell me more about this block, please. What is causing this block? Five of Pentacles just popped out. Hermit. Feeling left behind. Feeling left out. Feeling alone. Feeling betrayed. Feeling like all of the hard work you've put in has been a waste. Feeling like you're tired of being victimized. I just saw 0330 0330 on the timer. That might be someone's angel number. So with the Page of Swords in reverse here, this is a block on development regarding mental processes and communication processes. Perhaps this feeling with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, and the Eight of Swords, it's like staying stuck in a loop of feeling like you're never going to have enough, or you're never going to be enough, you're never going to be worth it, and that you're better off alone with the Hermit here. And like the hard work you've put in was for nothing, but it was not for nothing. This is a call to kind of go within and reassess some things in your life, Cancer. We have 2 8s out already. 8, 8. 8s are coming after the 7 of reassessment. 8s are taking action to transform something. Can we get more on the 8 of Swords, please? Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. So your fate and fortune is not going to change when you're staying stuck in the same cycles mentally, the same mental loops. King of Wands just flew out. Yeah, it's about becoming the leader of your own life. But when you feel stuck in this scarcity mindset, this lack mentality, this disconnection from your inner knowing of self-worth and self-confidence and self-sovereignty, that's preventing you from turning the Wheel of Fortune and getting your 10 of Cups, which is your ultimate emotional fulfillment. Seven of Wands, it's the second 7. Yeah. The 7 of Wands is about defending, holding your own, self-defense, defending that which you have built so far, created so far, accomplished so far. Six of Pentacles in reverse just flew out. So there's a lack of, so did the Sun. There's a lack of reciprocity that's taken place. 8 of Cups. It's time to walk away from anything that's not reciprocal to you. 2 of Pentacles. Make a decision. You may have been weighing up the options of likely 2 different paths to take. 2 different choices, but your ultimate happiness and success lies in that which is reciprocal, in that which there is an equal balance of give and take, an equal energetic exchange. And I don't mean apples for oranges. I mean equal. Apples for apples and oranges for oranges. If that resonates, please let me know. Yeah, underneath the 2 of Pentacles, we have the Tower in reverse. By not making this decision, you're delaying a necessary change. And the longer you put off making this decision, the bigger the message will be when it comes to the Tower. Can I get more on that Tower in reverse, please, Spirit? Thank you. And of course the Towers happen for us. Six of Swords. Transition through the difficulty. Transition through the difficulty. Make a decision to transition through the difficulty. Make a decision to come out of these repeated mental loops that are keeping you stuck, preventing you from this transformation that needs to occur, wants to occur, is going to occur. You may have had some failed communities and friendship groups. You may have had some failed financial projects, career paths, jobs. But by ruminating on those, instead of taking a leap of faith to make a decision, to move forward, you're staying stuck. If this is not resonating, it's just not your reading today. Check out your other placements. Knight of Pentacles underneath the Fool reversed. So, yeah, the Fool reversed, like a need to trust in yourself. Take a leap of faith on yourself. Trust in the universe. Trust in the messages that your intuition is picking up on. Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles takes practical steps, slow and steady, to win the race. They take practical actions. Five of Wands in reverse. Practical actions to come out of internal conflict. To uncover the hidden, the illusions, the internal fears. Want to be illuminated here. The moon and the sun. What can they do? Three of Swords in reverse. Allow yourself to come out of heartbreak. Six of Cups. Heartbreak on past memories. Allow yourself to come out of this heartbreak by stopping the repeated memories, this cycle, this loop. Anything else? Because that's a shadow. Four of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this is likely preventing you from resting mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Preventing you from getting into that calm state in which you can make decisions and take practical steps that are for your highest good, for the long run. The High Priestess and the Ten of Pentacles reversed. So this is about using your intuition when it comes to what do you think is blocking you. I just saw 1444 on the timer. What your intuition knows is blocking you from achieving your ultimate abundance, from creating your financial stability and legacy, uncovering it, not blocking it out, not pretending it's not there, but uncovering it. I'm being called to use another deck. For Cancer, please. Thank you. The Knight of Pentacles just came out. And the Nine of Pentacles reversed. A block on your financial independence and self-sufficiency. Yeah, so the Knight of Pentacles coming out in both decks. This is a call to really take a look at not just what you're spending, but how your daily actions may be affecting your disconnection from self, I just heard. Okay, we have the Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah, Page of Wands is about self-exploration. It's reversed. And then we have the Sacred Fire, the rebirthing bonfire. This is definitely Death card energy. Something wants to be reborn within you. Will you let it? What has to die in order for them to be reborn? What has to die? What must they release into the fire? Fear, I just heard. And then we had a bunch of cards pop out. Thank you so much, Spirit. The Two of Pentacles. From two different decks. Yeah. Fear about making a choice. Temperance reversed. A need for inner alchemy. The Three of Wands reversed. This is a need to expand your vision. And then we have the Ace of Wands, which is getting that initial spark for the vision. And then the Shedding Snake. Oh, how appropriate. All of my readings are timeless, but at the time of filming, there are 3 days left of the year of the wood snake in Chinese astrology. We are approaching the Lunar New Year in 3 days, February 17th, 2026. We'll be coming into the year of the fire horse. So, there is something that needs to be shed, an old version of you that needs to be shed so that this new version of you can be reborn. You have to make the decision to do so. Underneath the Two of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Wands, which is the knight that takes inspired action towards that which their spirit is desiring. I mean, I think that this is the message. Let go of the old. And the old, this is going to be that Five of Pentacles energy. of being stuck. It came out in the reverse, like you're stuck there. For you, it's preventing you from moving on to the Six of Pentacles, which is reciprocity, receiving an equal energetic exchange. By staying stuck in the Five of Pentacles reverse, you're repeating the cycles. So letting go of this idea that you'll get what you've always got. You'll only get what you've always got if you do what you've always done. It's time for something new, my love. It's time to release those old layers, those old thought processing systems. It's time to rewire the brain. It's time to alchemize with temperance in reverse. Alchemize and transmute those painful energies of anything. And take inspired action. Slow and steady wins the race. We have the Knight of Pentacles coming out, right? Twice. But that's emphasizing taking practical steps. And the Knight of Wands is saying now, take action now on these practical steps. What are the practical steps you can do to get yourself out of this? Whatever this is. And it may be different for all of you. It may be a combination of things. But with the Eight of Swords, it's likely mental, right? The stories we tell ourselves over and over and over again. What we think we become. The Two of Swords reversed, yeah. A lack of clarity, a lack of being clear, a block. A block about something that's hurting you. With masks here, a wolf in sheep's clothing. Now I love wolves. I am a wolf, like, so not in a shadow state, right? There are so many positive qualities to the wolf that we can attribute to ourselves. But in this particular instance, this is talking about a wolf pretending to be a sheep in order to get what it wants. And this is a call to be aware of that. To be aware of the masks that people wear. To be aware of perhaps a mask you might feel like you've been wearing. It's a call to make the decision to shed the skin, to take the mask off. It's time to transform. We have so many snakes out and about. It's time to transform. The Tower in reverse again. 2 decks, the Tower in reverse. Yeah. That is definitely like delaying a necessary change. What is this change? Queen of Cups, the Mother of Crystals. Trusting in your intuition and your connection with the divine. You cannot connect to your intuition. Well, it's much more challenging to connect to your intuition, to hear it, to know when to trust it, if you spend time numbing yourself. And numbing yourself does not just have to be from a substance, right? This can be numbing yourself with media, social media, or overconsumption of TV, or spending, or anything, like literally anything. And these numbing things we do in order to survive in this modern day world that we are currently living in can really create a block and confusion and keep us in this loop. And we cannot hear our higher self, no matter how loud they're talking, no matter the signs they're sending us. You have to make the choice to listen. And in order to listen, you need to make the choice to get quiet. Make the choice and let the pieces fall where they may. I just heard. You know, there are so many cards out, and I still don't feel like I've fully pieced this together. Hopefully this has made sense for you. Let's get an oracle card from the Wandering Soul Oracle. Thank you so much, Spirit. Interconnected. Okay. Is there anything else before I read from the guidebook for this one? Oh, Gateway. This one wants to come out too. Mortality. Coming out with the, we did have the Death card. Okay. Lineal Truth. This came out in the last reading I just did for Pisces. So if you do have Pisces in your chart, definitely check out the Pisces reading. I will link it here. Because what are the odds of that showing up again? Okay. My desk is full of cards right now. It is a huge mess. A huge mess. That might be a sign for someone. It's time to clean and declutter. My brain can't even think. Oh, there. It's like, where is my guidebook? But when your space is cluttered, that is also a block on your intuition. That can be blocking you. I mean, we have... Yeah. Okay, sorry. So, I recently listened to an audiobook that I recommended in one of my recent readings, so you may have already heard me recommend this, but How to Keep House While Drowning. If you are having a hard time right now, no matter when you're watching this, if it's in the future or not, but right now, there's a lot of scary things going on, and in the world, humanity's shadows are really coming to light. And it's hard to, especially if you are an empath, especially if you're a psychic empath, it is really hard to function. And what can happen, also especially if you have any sort of narcissistic abuse in your history, especially with that Masks card coming out. If you are recovering from narcissistic abuse, it is one of the symptoms of that is clutter, hoarding clutter, not necessarily hoarding, but just unable to do anything with it because you're overwhelmed by it. That is, please do not blame yourself. You are not lazy. You are not, enter any of the negative words you may have been saying to yourself or that others may have said to you. You're recovering. If you had a narcissistic parent, That may be something, a journey you want to look into, healing the inner child, doing childhood trauma recovery therapy, narcissistic abuse recovery therapy, clutter, especially if you were someone who didn't have clutter before and didn't have an issue keeping up with your home before, and this is like happening as a result of or after the realization. Please do not blame yourself. There are tools, though. There are tools to utilize. So I will link that book in the description, and I will comment the TED Talk that she does if you only have a few minutes instead of I think the audiobook's really short. I think it's only like 3 hours. But yeah, if you're short on time, there's a TED Talk as well. That could be very helpful for someone. All right. My phone battery is going to die. So let's get to reading these. There's just so much information that comes out sometimes during readings that I don't know if any of it's making sense. I'm just, in and out the information comes. So hopefully I'm conveying it in a way that makes sense. Interconnected. You are one part of an infinite multi-dimensional mosaic. Invisible, yet almost tangible threads connect us to everything and connect everything to us. Our similarities, such as human lungs looking and serving almost exactly like a tree's root system, vastly outnumber our differences. The more energy and oxygen you give to those invisible threads, the more you can feel that breathtaking connection to all that surrounds you. You are being asked to cultivate these threads, to tend to them and help to make new connections. Seek out more similarities within the mosaic and add more pieces to it. The more ways you are connected to the realms all around you, the further your soul can expand and travel. More connections means more pathways leading you to places other than the plane of existence you currently reside in. Traveling on these pathways, which you have helped to build, can take your soul to places you could have never imagined. Gateway. There is a being who sits by the doorways and portals we use for our spiritual practices. This being, who serves as our very own spiritual bodyguard, is known as a gatekeeper. They are one of the collection of souls who exist as your spirit guides. This guide in particular has the role of protector and keeper of the keys. It is time for you to meet this spirit guide or to reconnect with them if meeting them has already occurred. They are crucial as their job is to provide a powerful layer of spiritual and psychic protection for when you dive into the worlds of divination, spellwork, accessing and enhancing any of your psychic gifts, or conversing with those in the spiritual realm. Your gatekeeper offers you safe passage into the spirit world and ensures your safety while you are in there. Even your daily tarot draw opens you up to other worlds and all of the entities which reside in them. Remember that not all of them are beings of light. Some are of darkness and seek out any unprotected spirits to attach to. Your gatekeeper is the one who guards your energy and spirit, only allowing beings with your highest interest at heart to interact with you. Meeting your gatekeeper is done through meditation. It can take multiple attempts to meet them and establish a trusting relationship. But this soul is crucial to the work you do and dangers you are exposed to. There are meditations you can look up to meet your gatekeeper, spirit guide. Okay, and then the last one, mortality. You are experiencing a death which is sending ripples out into other parts of your world. Look at this death card. Sending ripples out into other parts of your world. Wow. This death is akin to a spiritual awakening, as previously held beliefs are no longer just being questioned, but they are now being dismissed altogether. These beliefs have been a lifeline for you in previous times, helping to keep you afloat when the universe was unable to make sense to you. But due to your recent spiritual growth, development, maturity, and insight, these beliefs and thoughts no longer sustain who you are and do not mesh with who you are becoming. That's that Eight of Swords energy. That mental trap, mental imprisonment, self-imprisonment with the negative thought spirals. This may mean you need to say goodbye to those connections made while you held on to this now dying belief, to leave those you once regarded as inspirations, sources of information, and spiritual leaders. There will be friends which you met along the way within this community that you now, for whatever reason, can no longer connect with and are unable to see in the same light anymore. Masks card. That's the Masks card. Okay. This is the beginning of the death of your reliance on having others to show you the way. This death is now the birth of becoming your own spiritual advisor. Interesting. If this resonated for you, let me know. Let me know. There was a lot going on, and I'm just curious if this resonated. Please let me know how it resonated for you. All right, let's get some charms to wrap up this reading. If you found this reading interesting, entertaining, thought-provoking, or helpful in any way, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel so that I can better tap into your energy. Cancer is one of, I honestly think it's the hardest sign for me to tap into lately, energetically. So please do subscribe so that we can make these messages a little more clear. Maybe they are clear for you. Let me know if so. Woo! Got a lot of charms for this one. Amazing. Yeah, so we have a pearl, which is about transmuting the pain into something beautiful. We have a nighttime forest with a crescent moon. We have the ancient Egyptian Ankh symbol. We have a pair of scissors cutting cords to that which no longer serves you, right? People, places, things, experiences, thought patterns, thought forms. Spirit wants you to take a closer look at that. Your higher self wants you to take a closer look with the magnifying glass here. Take a closer look at what you need to cut out of your life. It might be a lot. I mean, with the death card coming out, and then we had mortality and masks, and it's like, this really is a calling to like let go of, if you've been following someone that like self-identifies as a spiritual leader, this might be a call for you to take a look at that. if you feel like you're leaving a negative situation regarding that, you may have resonated with my my video, babe, you might be in a cult. I'll link it here. Um, yeah, this is a call to really come into your own. We are our highest teacher. There are guides and guardians and gatekeepers along the way, in spirit and in human form. But when we become so disconnected from our intuition, we sometimes cannot see that. Just saw 4044 on the timer. There is something major Spirit wants you to take a closer look at, Cancer, or anybody watching. Take a closer look, cut out what needs to be cut out, and you will get the sun. Ultimate happiness, illumination, success, victory. Thank you for being here. If you made it to the end of the video, please let me know in the comments. And until the next time, I am sending you so much love. Take care.